Good evening, everyone. I'm Nathan, here with my wonderful wife, Laura.
Hello.
And we're here to do a review of Garfield's Snack Attack.
Ooh. Now, we probably would have done a full playthrough of this, but unfortunately, it is 3 players minimum.
Yeah,
and there's only 2 of us, so...
And you theoretically could play it 2 players, but it just wouldn't work very well at all. It'd be like a stalemate,
Yeah, it's not meant for 2 players.
So it's a game for gluttons. There's Garfield playing Garfield.
Well, of course. Our copy is fairly worn, unfortunately. So...
It was a second-hand one at an op shop, charity, Savers,
Yeah.
wherever it was.
So forgive us if you can see lots of dents and things. Not everyone takes good care of their board games, unfortunately.
Basically, you go around the board collecting snacks. There's 4 different types of snacks, and once you get 8 of your designated snack, you win. That's pretty much it.
That is it, but it's a little bit more complicated than that.
It's a bit more complicated, but that's the aim of the game, to get 8 of ye old snacks.
Now, this is a bit of a weird copy. So we have 2 copies of the instructions. For some reason, whoever had this before us and donated it to the op shop had 2 boards and 2 instruction manuals.
And by the way, both boards are cut in half. It's not supposed to be cut in half. It's supposed to be a foldable board, but...
like I said, not everyone takes care of their board games.
So here's the manual. We'll have a scan of it below, so you can download it.
If for some reason we've forgotten to put the link in, please let us know and we will fix that, because I do forget sometimes.
As Laura put it when we were reading this, it's been Garfield-ified, the manual. So it's written...
I don't think I said it like that, but
it's been written like, you know, Garfield would have written it, so it's a bit of extra fluff in there.
Yes, it's more of a humorous instruction manual, and it could be a lot shorter if the humour part wasn't in it.
Alright, so let me find 2 matching pieces of the board.
Yes.
So weird.
Okay, so this is 1/2. So yeah, so it should obviously be a regular sized board, and then just fold it into quarters, but no.
So we'll just take a quick look at some of the spaces.
We could tape this back together, but I think that would make it more awkward.
Yeah.
So we haven't.
So you've got Do Not Disturb menu cards. A lot of the spaces you land on, you just follow the steps. This one is stuffed again. Next throw, go backwards. You know, put 1 snack into the bowl. You know, a button bursts and your stomach escapes. Spread yourself to the next place. So
lots of cool Garfield related stuff. So if you are a fan of Garfield, some of these you're probably like, oh, I've seen that drawing or something. It's probably in
this was late
comic strip somewhere.
Late 80s.
Sorry, everyone.
Now.
Alright, so each player gets 1 of these plates to collect their snacks on. These are plastic plates. Just like you buy at the shops for like a barbecue or a party or something like that.
Yeah, so each person gets 1 plate. There's also...
They're very pink too.
They are very pink. There's also the Garfield snack bowl, which doesn't actually get a bowl, which is a bit odd.
Yeah, so each player gets the bowl, but then sometimes you have to put them in here if you perhaps lose a snack.
Think of it as like free parking with house rules. Like all the taxes go into the middle of the board and then someone can actually win it at some point.
Yeah, that's a pretty good explanation. Alright, so then we have the snacks themselves. So these are 2-sided... on all of them.
I will say
these are the lasagnas, which are a bit greener than I think they should be.
Yeah, the SpongeBob episode where they have the nasty patty for the health inspector is what they look like.
Alright, so there's quite a few lasagnas. I'm just going to get all the lasagnas out of the way.
Lasagna.
Alright, then we have the... I don't think it's called cake, is it? But they look like slices
It's the
cake.
So basically... You pick 1...
It is the cake. Oh, that's a burger.
You pick 1 playing piece, and then you can either go to be a lasagna natic, a cake-o-manic, a hamburger or holic, or a pizza path. Pizza path? I don't know. And then basically, if you have picked the lasagna, you have to get 8 lasagnas in your bowl to win the game. If you're pizza, you got to 8 pizzas, and so forth and so forth.
Depending on how many people you have, so whether you have 3 players or 4 players, it changes the amount of your snack, or amount of snacks you get at the start of the game, because you don't actually start with any of your own, do you? You start with some of each of the other players.
Yeah, and then you've got to swap them or lose them, gain them via cards and the board spaces.
So that is the pizza.
What is that?
There are more of those in the box still, and then we have burgers as well. These are solid cardboard, so they're actually pretty nice. There's a lot of interesting pieces in this game. It's not just all
they've actually
basic.
It really grabs your eye, the colour.
Yeah. Alright, so then we have the menu cards, which do have a space on the board over there.
So when you land on a menu card space, you pick a card up and follow the instructions. This is the plate joker, attack cat, keep it until you need it. There are spaces and cards people can use on you where they might take a snack or something might happen, and this basically blocks them.
Some of the cards you use straight away, and then as that one was, you can hold on to them.
Avoid exercise, you'll get puffed out, go back to start.
So that's one you'd use straight away, of course.
Diet buster, keep this card until you reach the indigestion couch and you can pass straight through. And I think a lot of them else are just, you know, you're all confused. Mix up all the menus and draw another one. Ooh.
So there's lots of different bits and pieces. Essentially, they all do the same sort of things that you see on the places on the board as well.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So at the start, with 3 people, each player receives 6 portions of 2 types of food, not including your own.
So that means, say we were playing as lasagna, or I was playing in a 3-player game, I would get 6 pizzas and 6 cakes, if that was what the other 2 people were playing as, but no lasagna.
No, and the hamburger holic would get 2 pizzas and 2 lasagnas.
Yeah. If you're then playing a 4-player game, you get only 4 portions.
Of 3 types of food.
Yeah, so you get 4 of everybody else's. These are the playing pieces. Sorry, my throat's bothering me tonight. These are the playing pieces. They're just little standard plastic, although unusual colours.
They do correspond to the colours of the foods.
Yes, so lasagna, for some reason, is green. I don't
The hamburger holic is yellow.
The pink is for the cake. That one makes sense. And the brown for the pizza. Then we have the reserved tokens.
So basically there is one each.
Take that one. Hang on, there's more.
If I was playing a lasagna, I'd get the reserve for a lasagna natic. Hamburger would be the hamburger holic.
Yep. There's all 4 of them. Again, the colours of those match.
So
what do you do with those, Nathan? Because I can't remember.
I remember.
Excellent.
So if you manage to land on the reserve space up here.
Over in that corner.
You then place your token on the reserved. And if you can make it a full length of the board and get back to this space, either landing on it or passing it, you can take all of the snacks from Garfield's snack bowl that happen to have landed in there.
Yeah, so like the free parking, as you said.
Pretty
Monopoly.
much.
Yep.
If someone else lands on the reserve space or a card directs them there, then you lose your spot and then the other player puts their spot on.
Aha!
So that's pretty much how that works.
You just have a standard die in the game. I believe you can only move clockwise as well around the board. Is that right?
Correct. The other thing you need to worry about is if you land on another player's space. Now, let me just double check the manual because it's actually slightly confusing.
Yeah, so you can land on your own space as well. So there's 2 different things that can happen depending on whether it's your own or someone else's.
If you land on someone else's space...
So say I'm lasagna and I've gone over and landed on the cake.
I must give you landed on it.
Yep.
Then if you land on another player's starting square, then you must give him one of his favourite snacks.
Yes.
So if you land on my lasagna, you have to give me lasagna out of your pink bowl.
Right, there you go. Sorry, I'm just laughing because Nathan's face was like, no, I know what this is, I can explain this.
But if I land on my own starting space, lasagna, then players on either side of you must give a portion of your favourite snack to you.
So that would be, say, the pizza and the cake.
So yes, you definitely want to land on your own space, you don't want to land on other people's.
Otherwise you're handing out snacks to everybody.
The menu squares or the menu cards we've discussed, you basically land on them and you follow instructions or keep them.
Yeah.
Some of the ones that say you have to keep, it'll be like you land on a specific space and then you'd be like, oh, this space I can nullify with this card.
Yeah.
You play the card and then continue.
There's nothing, I don't think, to say that you can't keep as many cards as you like. There's not a lot of menu card spaces on the board though, so there's a good chance. You're not going to end up with like 30 cards sitting there or something ridiculous
the
like
Diet Buster card I showed you, if you land on the 40 Winks square, then you don't need to miss a turn.
Which the 40 Winks? I can't even... I saw it before and then...
Suggestion couch...
Now we've lost it.
It's somewhere on the board, I promise.
On the board, yes, it does exist. I think that's the general gist of it.
Oh, a plate joker card is, I did show before, it's Garfield's big face smiling. If you land it on another player's space, you don't have to give them their favourite snack. So
yeah,
it
so
saves
like you
you
said, it protects you from things.
Do not disturb squares, here and here.
So there's one on either side of the board.
They don't do anything, but if it's already occupied, if there's a person already here, and I try and land on it, I'm not allowed to go back one space.
Because you can't disturb them.
Correct. And the reserve corner we've already discussed. You make a full revolution of the board, then you get everything in the snack bowl.
Ooh, which could be nothing, really. I mean, there might be nothing in there and it might just not be worth it.
You can even count 6, 7. It's true that you've gathered 8 portions of your favourite snack and the game has ended. Who won? Stupid question. Of course you did with your 8 favourite snacks.
Like we said, the instructions have that bit of humour in it that you expect from Garfield.
I will say that some of these cards are useless. Like having a whole card just to prevent missing one turn on one space seems a little bit excessive. But, yeah, look.
They had to make the deck up somehow.
Yeah, it's pretty much just roll and follow the instructions on the spaces, and whoever gets 8 snacks wins is pretty much the simplified version, yeah.
Yes. If you enjoyed watching this video, give us a thumbs up. Let us know down below if you are a Garfield fan, and if this is something that you would play if you happen to find it. Hit that subscribe button and check back soon. We have videos every single Tuesday.
Sounds good.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.